Yes, sir. What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, and we back at it with another Need for Speed Payback video, man. We're in this insanely fast and very sick Mustang, lifting those front tires up, man. I don't know if you guys caught that. Before today's video, man, oh damn, running into the G35, my bad. Before today's video, we are taking a request off of our YouTube channel, as we often do, man. That request is coming from one person in particular. Oscar Hernandez wants to see a Need for Speed RSX build. Now, I did see a couple of requests on there for the Type R. The only thing is, we've been doing a lot of Type R videos recently. We've been doing a lot of Type R videos. So what I think we're going to do is do the RSX kind of in the same Honda family, except obviously switching it up ever so slightly. So we're going to go ahead, buy this car up for 43,000 credits. I do want to use the new car, so we're going to go ahead, jump up inside this car. Now, one of the things that I do like about Need for Speed, the load times are very short. I do like that about it. Forza 7 probably could take a few hints from this game. Now, I believe this is my first front-wheel drive car that I have owned in this game. So what I think we're going to do first and foremost is head to the garage, throw some visual mods on this car, and then we'll go ahead and throw on a couple of performance customization. Now, obviously, this car coming in this very nice blue color will probably change that up a little later on in the video, but for the time being, we are going to keep it. So we're going to check out our front bumper options here. Now, one of the things that I love about this game is just the different options for customization. Forza just doesn't come anywhere close to the stuff that you can do between front splitters, headlights, tail lights, wide body. It's just a much more in-depth game, which I'm starting to really like. As far as the headlights go, I'm a big fan of the Ricer yellow headlights. I don't know why. This is a Honda. We're going to rice it out a little here, ladies and gentlemen, just a forewarning. Now, I do like these vented hoods. I'm going to go with the JS Racing. The Ings looks a little bit too aggressive for me. Front fenders, I would like to throw a wide body on here. Looks like just a slight wide body. Looks like front bumper, the Buddy Club. We have some Buddy Club action happening here. We're restricted by the front bumper. So let's go ahead, throw on an Acura front bumper and see what Buddy Club has to offer here. Still hindered by the front bumper. Oh, maybe we need to put on the Buddy Club front bumper. Okay, let's try that. And there's the wide body right there that I'm after. Apparently the Buddy Club, you know, it's all one kit. Can we add some front canards here? No options for the canards. So, you know, one of the things about this game is they're very picky and choosy about which stuff you can use. You know, obviously the front bumper can only be used with the fenders, and I kind of get it. I guess it's a body kit. We are going to switch up the wheels here. I'm just going to skim through a few options until I find something that I like. Now, a lot of different wheels here, but I think I'm going to go with these Mustang RTR wheels. For some reason, they kind of remind me of the Type S stock wheels, which I think are a good fit for this car. Paint, I'm going to leave them the way that they are, but I am going to beef up the wheel diameter just a little bit. And when I mean a little bit, I mean a lot. So it looks like we're on to side skirts here. Obviously, we're going to need something aggressive to go with this wide body kit, so I'm going to go with the Ings side mirrors, I should say. Not really liking the option for that, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass on those. Rear fenders, we are going to go Buddy Club for sure, just to keep that fat, you know, wide body stance there. Brakes, oh, I forgot about the brakes. Looks like we have Speed Hunter brakes. Where are the rims here? There's the rims. We're obviously going to have to put the same wheel on the back as we did on the front. Now, I'm not really a fan of this. I wish that there was an option to do the same, do the same on the front as you do on the back, because now you have to go through paint and changing the wheel size. It's just kind of a pain, so hopefully there will be a fix for that in an update soon to come. Now, it looks like rear fenders are good. Tail lights, I just want a light smoke, nothing too crazy. We're going to do a nice light smoke on those tail lights. Rear bumper, surprised we're not limited here to using a Buddy Club rear bumper, but it doesn't even... Oh, there is the Buddy Club. I'm going to go ahead and throw on the Buddy Club because I do think that is the best looking bumper out of all of them. We're going to have to let them know who it is. Go ahead and change up that writing. And next up, the diffuser. Now, I do like the options for the diffusers in this game. I just wish that there were some that were a little unique to specific cars. Obviously, it's the same 1, 2, 3, I guess 6 diffusers here. And, you know, I just wish there was some that were unique to like Hondas, unique to Ferraris and whatnot. But with that being said, we are going to go aggressive on this thing. That's a little bit ridiculous, but I think if we put a big old wang on this thing, we're definitely going to be, you know, ooh, yeah, boy, big old wang. I like that one right there. What is this? APR Performance. Let's go ahead and install that for a couple of grand. Rear fenders are good. The only thing I think left to do here is probably tint up those windows. We're going to go with a nice deep 0% tint, that limo tint. And I think we are just about good to go as far as the visual customizations. Now, obviously, we have to stance this thing out, slam it down to the ground. I'm going to put some nice aggressive camber because I think in this game, because we can, it's only something that is appropriate. Now, last but not least, I'm thinking the paint is going to have to change on this thing, so we're going to go ahead and edit that up. For some reason, I really like white Hondas, so I think that's probably the route that I'm going to go, even though I did see a couple of nice other options here. The red's pretty nice. Yellow, actually, you know what? Let's do a yellow Honda, man. Let's see here. I think this is pretty much where we need to be for a Type R style of paint job. The decals, let me see here. Roofline. What I think I'm going to do is go ahead and black out this hood as well as the roof and the trunk there. Now, we are going to have to go in and do the back part of the trunk, but I think this thing is looking sick right now. Something about that black and yellow is just a nice touch on these cars. So we're going to go ahead, do the same for the back, and make sure that it's nice and even on both sides. Now that we got all of that out of the way, we're going to save those changes, please and thank you. Now I'm going to see if I can do some spins in from here. No, it doesn't look like we have that option here. So what I think we're going to have to do is head on over to the tune shop. But before we do that, let's just take a second to get a nice little screenshot type of a thumbnail here for this thing. I'm absolutely in love with this car, man. I just love the way that everything turned out. The yellow headlights, that big old wang, just the camber and everything. Need for Speed really does bring out the racer in you. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This thing is an absolute gem. But it's slow as a pile of dog crap. So what we're going to have to do is head on over to the performance shop. You have a car that looks like this, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to want to back it up. Just a word to the wise. So with that being said, let's enter and see our options here. Now, obviously, we're going to have to do a couple of upgrades right off of the bat. So we're going to upgrade some nitrous, some block. Let's get some of the head upgraded. And now what I want to do is do a couple of trade-ins. So we're going to do a couple different things here. Let me see, where are we? It looks like we could use equip. We could definitely use some exhausts. We're going to go ahead and spin for that. Looks like a level 2 upgrade. Now, one of the crappy things about upgrading cars, if you guys know, you have to do pretty much take it in tiers. So as you spin, you get better, obviously better tiered items. It's kind of a weird thing that I wish wasn't really the case in this game. I wish you could just go out and just buy, oh, I want to max this out, put a turbo on it. But it kind of almost makes you play in order to soup up your car. So as you can see, fairly decent numbers. Looks like we're rocking around 283 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds, 13-second quarter mile. So I think this thing should be pretty much decent now. Let's get this thing out on the road, see how she runs. Now, like I say, my very first front-wheel drive car in the game. I've almost grown kind of to like the... I've almost kind of grown to like the way that this car, or this game performs with the rear-wheel drive and the drifting. This thing very much slow in the acceleration factor. It does have a top speed, however, of 160, which isn't entirely terrible. I think this thing is going to perform better in some actual races where you're in tight corners, as opposed to actual top speed runs. Coming from Forza Motorsport 7, the steering, I'm going to say, is very much different. When you record like I do, and you know, you go back and forth between game to game, sometimes it's a, oh, okay. Well, let's go ahead and repair our vehicle once again. Thank you. And let's hit some nitrous, shall we? Now, acceleration, not too bad when you get on the nitrous. I think this car really more of a looker. And like I say, probably handles really nice in some tight corners. Let's go ahead and fast travel into the city here and see what this bad boy can do. But all around, I actually don't mind this car. You know, growing up in high school, if you had to ask me about Hondas, I would have told you, oh, they're crap and blah, blah, blah. Don't get them, etc., etc. But, you know, now that I'm older, man, I've grown to appreciate them. Very small, fast, but yet, you know, still very fun. Economy cars when they need to be, right? What can I say? I'm on the Honda bandwagon, and if I ever needed a reliable daily that looked halfway decent, you know, I'd be jumping on Honda. I mean, I do have my G35, which is a pretty good daily, but I wouldn't say it's nearly as reliable as a Honda, man. Honda is just, that's the way to go if you want reliability. And Toyota, I can't lie, Toyota's pretty good. It's just, Toyotas just don't have the same feel as, let's say, this Acura RSX here. But I'm thinking we are probably going to put an end to this one. So as always, if you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to smash that like button. If you guys want to see more and you are not subscribed yet, definitely do so. And as always, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. And we're going to catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Recovery of a lifetime. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Yeah, just keep on rolling there. Yeah, yeah. Don't worry about the racer.